Hi there. Have you noticed there's been an election in US? Trump question again. We debate it back and forth. But have you also noticed, also this time, the professional market researchers seem to have had huge problems of actually figuring out how people would vote before they actually did it. Hmm. I think it's a great example. It shows something. People nowadays are pretty often fairly difficult to understand. And actually, marketing people have the same problem nowadays. Understanding people and what they want is nowadays extremely difficult. Far more difficult than it obviously was some years back. And on top of that, just as in elections, people tend to decide what to buy into rather late. And then, if we take one step back, once upon a time, it was actually rather expensive to develop new products and services. So, of course, we did market research. We wanted to know what people wanted to have before we started to spend all this money on developing things. And then we developed it. And when it was ready, we gave it to the market. And people said yes, if the market research we had done previously said yes. Nowadays, the cost for developing something is extremely low when it comes to digital things. So there is actually no need anymore to do market research. That's the point. You can just develop something, send it out, and then actually see if people want it or not. Simply because the cost for it to develop it is so low. So why would you do market research if you on top of that not even can trust what people actually say that they want? If we just take one step back and try to figure out why did we once upon a time start doing market research and how did life look at that point in time, and then compare it to today, we would realize that spending time on market research is probably not as good as spending time on actually developing, testing, experimenting, and learning on the fly. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, then we change it and try it again and again and again. And I guess in some sense, it seems like that is exactly what Trump is doing with his tweets.